When should you stop following up? The short answer is never. There's a statistic that I think is really telling, and it was from Robert Clay of Marketing Wisdom. And he quoted some research that showed that 80% of sales occur only after at least 5 follow-ups. Think about that. It takes at least 5 continuous follow-up efforts after the initial sales contact before a customer says yes, 5. So he showed some pretty amazing statistics on that. 44% of salespeople give up after 1 no, 22% give up after 2 no's, 14% give up after 3 no's, 12% give up after 4 no's, and that tells us that 92% of salespeople give up after 4 no's, and only 8% of salespeople ask for the order for the 5th time, which is where 80% of the sales occur. Pretty powerful. Dan recently, in one of the February, I think it was day 1, videos, talked about when I was chasing a CFO at Corning, and he mentioned Kraft, but he got the rest of it all right, and it was Corning. And I called 100 times to that CFO before I got him. It's really important to follow up. It's really important to do that in a way that doesn't piss him off, though. That's important as well. I recently talked to a mentee in Australia, and I'm a never ask, never get kind of guy. I know that 92% of sales occur after the 4th follow-up. So, but I didn't know this. He talked to a big hitter on LinkedIn, and he ended up hearing from that big hitter, I only accept a LinkedIn connection after 4 follow-ups. Well, the guy's got to reach out to me 4 times. Interesting. I don't know how he ends up managing that 4-time process without getting labeled as a spammer. But you've got to be careful when you do that in LinkedIn. But I'm going to know that later on today, so I'm going to have the answer to that. But that's really, really powerful. I think that when you are following up, the key is to do that in a way that doesn't become so obnoxious that you end up getting shut down. And you can do that. You can learn how to do that. Certainly I've had experience and got better and better at doing that. But remember that. Follow-up is incredibly important. So when do you stop? I say never. Unless you get a restraining order. Then you might stop. But with that exception, keep following up. And you will see that it's amazing how your success rate skyrockets if you continue to do that. Remember that statistic at the beginning of this podcast, just how important it is. And that, again, that research tells you that 92% of salespeople give up after 4 no's, and only 8% of salespeople ask for the order a 5th time, which is where 80% of sales occur. Really critically important. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments or ideas for future episodes, please email bruce@brucewhipple.com. And if you're not already on our mailing list, head over to brucewhipple.com and sign up and grab any of the free reports. That'll put you on the mailing list. There is a lot of free information you can use to acquire already profitable businesses. This is Bruce Whipple. Thanks for listening to the Business Acquisition Podcast. And remember, you miss 100% of the opportunities you failed to take. And procrastination truly is the thief of time. So do something today, please. Your future self will be proud of you.